has any of your petitions been addressed?
No, thanks, Adiola. As a matter of fact, I have all the petitions listed, 12 of them in total. The first petition on March 11th, second March 25th, then March 31st, then April 4th, April 24th, April 28th, April 29th, May 2nd, May 6th, May 15th, May 19th, May 19th. Had several petitions written to all the security agencies. And unfortunately, there's been no investigation. And these petitions are all interwoven from threat to life, withdrawal of my security, assassination attempts. When Sandra Drew made the live video, on the 1st of May, I did write my first petition against her on the 6th of May. I think I did send you a copy. And then after the interview where Frances and Obina spoke up, we then had to make another interview because we could then see that there was a connection with the Senate President. So we now wrote another one against Sandra Duru and the Senate President. That was on the 15th of May. And unfortunately, none of these petitions have been investigated. And but when my lawyers went public with this, with the cause that there is bias in the investigation, in the activities of the police. That was 4 days ago. When my lawyers went public with that, surprisingly, yesterday, my lawyer told me that they received a letter of notice of investigation from the Inspector General of Police's monitoring unit. Just yesterday, my lawyer told me. So, and the question I have in mind now is...
This was the one against Senator Peter Oyekachi-Nwebunyi.
Yeah, but when they didn't respond, so we went to court.
And this was the one against Sandra Duru?
Yes, right? This was on the 6th of May. If you see 6th of May, just right after her, where I mentioned that all those things she said, that I called Nigerian gullible and hungry, I offered to break, they had 200 million to blackmail Akpabio, that I said I'm there to destroy the Yoruba government. I listed everything, that's all false and they should investigate. Nothing happened on that. What is this one? This was 4th of April. They thought to assassinate me. Yes, I did write this. Before I even went to, I wrote a petition before I even made an appearance on Shewa Kimbaloye's show. If you watch that video, if you watch the interview on Shewa Kimbaloye's, I did make reference that it is a considerable threat to my life and that the President had met.
President. So has any of this petitions been addressed?
No, not one of them. Not one of them. But like I said, if you can, there's one other document I sent to you. The one that was, no, not that one.
Okay. Which document?
Let me highlight it, sorry.
And what does the document say? That now they would address the petitions?
Yes, yes, this. I've just highlighted this.
Okay. Awesome. I do have that. Okay, so what does the document say while I'm...
So that document, it just notifies me that they want to commence investigation. And this was just after my lawyers went public that my numerous petitions were not receiving attention. And instead, is the response, is the only petition the Senate President and Akpabio wrote against me that I'm defaming them by crying out of the assassination, that's what the federal government initiated against me. So it's more like I came out, I wrote petitions, drawing attention to the assassination attempt, risk of my life. That wasn't attended to, and yet the Senate President and Governor Yahaya Bello, wrote their own petitions, outcrying that I defamed them by speaking out, and then that is a petition that I am being charged for conspiracy. What's it called? Criminal defamation. Yeah. So, so this is it. It was just signed on the 27th. My lawyer received it. If you look at the stamp at the bottom on the evening 2 days ago. So yesterday, my lawyer told me, and if you read it, there was no date mentioned. Like in view of the foregoing, you are kindly requested to inform your client, as Distinguished Senator Natasha, to attend an interview with the head of the IGP monitoring unit at the first floor, but there was no date to it. So no date, that means it's just like a vacuum. This was, I received this yesterday. So, but then again, look at it. Is this not what you ought to have done before charging me to court? I have petitions.
That they should have addressed your own petitions.
They should have, yeah. They should have addressed it. They should have
those petitions.
Yes, they should have. I mean, I was the one who went to the police first. In short, my first petition was when the Senate President stripped me of my security. I did complain to the police that, look, I'm in harm's way, considering the fact that I had quite a violent election, and there has never been a time when the Governor Yahaya Bello has ever given me a chance to breathe. I've always had to sleep with one eye open. So I was like, me being without security has made me quite vulnerable. And if you recall, the day I was suspended, the former Senate President Ahmed Lawal did raise that concern and pleaded with the Senate President to allow me retain my police officers. But